Oh no. Why did it... My roommate started the vacuum just now.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Hogs of War League Grunt League. It is time for a Group A match. While ADB deals with his roommate, we are going... No, I wouldn't.
I am here. I just... This is a very unfortunate start of the game today. We had to restart because we accidentally set the timer to 30 seconds. And as you know, this is Grunt League now, so we have to go with the 45.
Yeah, big oopsie on my part. But yeah, the all-British match today, we have Metalman versus Xuio. We've got 3 rounds of Dusty Ridge, Skullduggery, and Well. Starting off with that new map, you can see Metalman going with the league meta, I guess, of the Medic, Grenadier, Para, Double Scout. So we've got double poison to start off with. And then Xuio's going with the Paramedic Scout Double Gunner. So we see the Double Scout, Double Gunner, and I feel like Metalman has a bit of a stronger lineup in comparison.
Xuio definitely feels like he's saving pigs for the other 2 matches, which is fine as a strategy. I feel a lot of people saying that you should pull no punches for the first 2 maps, but at the end of the day, you still have to win 2 maps. So putting the quote-unquote weaker lineup on map 3, 2, or 1 doesn't change anything if you're just planning to win 2.
Yeah, exactly. We were discussing briefly the crates coming up on Dusty Ridge, and it will be Metalman to go first. There are, as you can see, 4 weapon crates, 3 health crates. We've got 2 crates filled with ×2 homing missiles, I guess, an item we don't see that often. And then we have the ×2 anti-P mines and the single air burst. So immediately we've got the med picking up the health. There is another crate to his left, but instead he's going to look for the tranquilizer on the paratrooper. Which, if it is, well, it is the only paratrooper, I guess, so that is a decent first maneuver, but he is going to have to then factor in the medic on Xuio's team. So if he can get an early hit here, that'll be a decent advantage to start.
Yeah, it's actually pretty refreshing to see that not everyone will go for the usual MOMA, because I think it's not something that, pardon me to quote, but it's not something that they learn in school when they to play Hogs of War. So
yeah, that is true. But we see all 3 health crates taken in the first 2 turns, so that's some decent maneuvers. And Metalman, as expected, has found the orderly. So if he can get a big hit here with his 160 health Grenadier, more health than a sapper, and that is a strong hit with the full damage as well.
It is kind of weird to watch Grunt League players that know the map more than I do, because this is the first time for us, and they definitely train. It 100% looks like they both trained.
Yeah, and this is not the best position for Xuio right now. Am I saying his name correctly? Because I put it through Google Translate just to make sure.
that is a good maneuver, but
yeah.
I think it's just Xuio.
Okay. Xuio.
I'm pretty sure he told me like it's a hard S or something.
Okay. Well, Xuio's got the anti-P mines. That's decent maneuvers to get the damage here. 25, and potentially more onto the scout. But now what does he do with the med? Because you've got this bunching up of pigs with only 3 seconds. He goes for the body block, so... Eesh.
Is he body block? Oh my god,
no
okay,
way.
That is an anti-P mine super hit.
How much health does he have is the question.
I know. I kind of saw a lot of 20s.
Yeah,
so
that was direct. That was like the perfect placement for an anti-P mine. He's going to break apart these 2 pigs. I would have continued to nudge them together, but I don't think he wants to risk nudging his own pig with the other.
I'm wondering now, because I've messed around with a couple of the maps, playing with the Italian guys that are playing in Grunt League, and I have seen this happen twice already, counting this one. So I have to wonder: is it easier to do this in the American version of the game?
I have no idea. I feel like it deserves some testing. Maybe there's a way, if you plant it a very specific way on a flat surface, maybe it's more likely to kind of do what the mortar does with, dishing off
a little bit.
Yeah, I guess it's the same kind of principle. I don't know,
because I know in the European version it's almost impossible to get the hit with the super hit.
Well,
I am calling it right now, but just for the lack of a better name, and I know how these things works. It's gonna end up being the actual name.
Yeah, I'm curious to see now if such a maneuver can be maintained, and maybe we end up with a specific method like we do with the shrapnels and.
Well, if we do, I think we might want to tone down the amount of NTP mines. Yeah, I saw a lot of them in the new maps.
I mean, I'm looking at the way he's got it placed, and I don't know. It seems to be that decent combo of like being.
If you ask me, that's probably not going to do the much damage. They're just going to do the 25.
I hope you eat your words right now, and we see a big explosion.
Yep, and that kind of. I mean, we can't see anything right now.
No, I think it was just the 25, but even so. Yep. He's on 32.
Oh my god! Wow.
So was
he on full health?
Yeah, he was full health.
Oh my god, that was 108.
Yeah, that is insane. But we're gonna see. Sorry, go ahead.
That surpassed the damage from the Red Grenadier.
Yeah, clusters only do 102, so that's damn crazy damage. But we are gonna see the potential loss here of the medic.
He's got 2 gunners. I think there's definitely a chance to.
Yeah, there's gonna be plenty of chances to knock him out, but he just needs to make sure that he deals damage to the other pigs around him as well.
Which there are a couple of pigs around him, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, the 2 gunners. It's interesting as well because he was saying before we start this match that he's kind of been struggling with the heavy weapons, but then he chooses 2 of the heavy weapons. I know in a way it's kind of like just trying to get rid of them, but
probably, and that's not gonna hit neither of them.
Not gonna hit any of them. He's put it in between them both, so no damage on either med.
This is why experience with weapons is important in competitive. Like, there's a couple of weapons that you don't use, that you just don't use when playing casually, and you know, a well experienced player knows the kind of range that flamethrower has, and this was a bit of a wasted turn, but they're both playing very well. I again, it's surreal to watch 2 players that know the map more than technically a veteran does. But they both have done their homework and they are putting up a fight.
Yeah, it's interesting though that the small kind of small oversights sometimes that you get in the Grunt League. So there was a moment there. I mean, you can see the 3 green pigs lined up. I mean, the med's already dead, so he doesn't want to poison him. But there was an easy double poison on the cards.
Oh, he's going for the distance.
Yeah, and that's probably the better idea. Although he wouldn't have wanted to put his gunner in the mix. And
it's very risky because if you miss now, it's a guaranteed miss turn next.
Yeah, I think he wants to go. Nope. Continues with the mortar. I mean, the power would look decent that time around. As long as he gets it just under halfway. It looks a little bit long, but it will hit his own pig
it will not hit. Yeah, he only hit the paratrooper, unfortunately, and that is a big advantage for Metalman.
Well, having said that, he just lost his turn.
Never mind.
So there's a chance to finally kill his own medic and not have the skip turn. If he could maybe nudge the other medic towards his own pig and deal. There's an opportunity there to deal huge damage to both of those red pigs, but.
See, that's the thing, because my brain that's used to Hogs League, I immediately thought that, automatically thought that Xuio had the medic in first, but he had the paratrooper in first.
Yeah, having it in second has actually paid off, especially after that insane anti-P mine hit. But now if he can get down and kind of deal big damage in the middle with a bazooka, screw his own gunner, his gunner's just kind of in the way, but I mean the scout is dead, so he could angle it up even a bit further, a bit more power onto the... That looks perfect. That's actually a really good turn in the end, because he'll get even more damage onto the scout, even though it's...
Is the scout dead already?
Yeah,
oh yeah, he was.
I forgot he was going to die first, but he avoids the skip turn, and that is a pig loss for both sides.
Although that is quite a lot of collateral damage, and Metalman both has his Grenadier and Medic in decent health.
True. And there is still that clustering up of pigs in that corner as well, so if his Gren's able to survive another turn, that could be a game changer. Let's get down to 27, so that's another magic number for poison, seeing as Metalman's got those double scouts. I mean,
He's already poisoned, this guy, and 27 is actually kind of annoying to deal with. You would have to like either jump on his head twice and do a knife, or just prepare a perfect grenade launcher so it does like 26 or something.
But the
Ooh, look at that hit!
That's a decent positioning there for get some big damage on both. It's actually not too difficult to deal 20 or so damage with the grenade launcher. You just need to get those angles right. But as you mentioned, the Grunt League, of course, completely different methods of play compared to the Pro League. So
yeah,
and
also,
I mean,
also with input lag, it's not that easy to like calibrate
true,
and not full damage shot.
Yeah.
Like for example, last year I started training because I felt like that would be useful one day. I started to train like the grenade launcher in a way that would do less than 10. So to deal with like weird numbers like 15 and poison or something like that. It is almost impossible to do it on command.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for Metalman, he's ended up killing the scout. If he'd just gone with the single jetpack, that would have been enough. That single 20 hit, that would have been enough, but he ended up doing too much damage. So it doesn't get the skip turn and actually does Xuio
a favor to Xuio, probably.
Favor, yeah. So if he can focus down, I don't know. I mean, the med's there, so get damage on him. But both of those pigs still very close together, behind the medic.
So Xuio has 2 gunners and a scout. So damage-wise, it is actually possible. But I feel like he absolutely needs to take down Grenadier and medic as soon as possible.
Yeah, he's still risking it with the mortars. He hasn't been too confident with them so far. That looks decent to me. That could drop for at least... Well, that's going to be direct. Almost.
Yep.
47.
Nice 47 with a mortar. You don't see that often.
Meaty damage. So we've got... Look at the split on the map there. The cluster of red, cluster of green.
Yeah.
It's too close to call.
It is kind of predictable that you would group pigs up in this kind of map because it has no mines nor water. So it is not the easiest map to traverse, I would say.
Yes, that I think is its main strength. Otherwise, it would be far too basic. So this combination of slippery.
Yeah, we basically completely eliminated maps that have no extra factor. And I feel that's a good thing, finally.
This feels like the lake with all the bad parts removed.
A little bit, and without water.
Yeah, but who needs it?
The lake without the lake, basically.
Yeah, the lakeless lake. It's gotta be careful of the tree. We saw in that first match, Busy Guy got caught on Uhillik, smashing bazookas into trees.
So I'm pretty sure I said Xuio had 2 gunners and a scout, but I think he has two gunners and a paratrooper, actually.
Yes, I think you are.
That should be a kill?
He lost his scout.
Yes.
Only just. Very
so
close.
the medic is done. Is the Grenadier next? Yes. So I feel like he should have done with the Grenadier first. That's a little bit of a mistake, and if I was Metalman, I would actually look to self-kill this Grenadier.
Yeah, get the extra damage on one of the heavies. I mean, he's still full health, so just go crazy.
Yeah. But no, he's giving him a chance to the other player to get an extra turn, and also the cluster wasn't perfect.
Yeah, big missed opportunity, but now you have the worst pig to deal the smallest amount of damage. To try and
which is why the right call would be to just wait and do a punch with one of the gunners.
Yeah, instead he's actually doing Metalman a favor by jumping on his head, but
maybe he realized halfway that was a bad idea.
Maybe. Yeah, get some damage onto the para, because he's still fairly healthy on full health, I should say. So drop him down to 90.
Pretty good bazooka.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wrap up who is in front, because Metalman has more health.
I feel like Xuio's ahead, to be honest, just because his Grenadier is so low. I mean, his own gunner is on 36 as well, so there's a possibility.
Like the bar says that Metalman is slightly ahead, but it was before he took a 40 with the bazooka. So, oh, and look, let's see if Metalman can do. Yep, jump, head jump, but nope.
Head shots over the pig. The Scout on Metalman's team is on 128 as well, so yeah, I guess it is very much in his favour health-wise, like you said.
Yeah, this is a crucial turn because, well, this is a skip turn. And it's a pretty advanced play, I will say, to look at a 36 pig and go, okay, head jump plus cattle prod.
Yeah, good combo. Got the 128 Scout now who can, if you can get the poison on the gunner, then I think
yeah, it's pretty much over.
Yeah, that'll cover him with his final poison as well.
Unless he somehow hits his own grenadier, and that would be very bad.
And that's not enough.
That's a miss. That's a miss.
Oh, so he's got.
Okay, let's see if Xuio.
Got to go for the punch. Why is he going for the head jump? Go for the punch.
Maybe he thinks that he can do 6 head jumps.
I mean backwards head jumps as well. I mean, maybe Revan could do that, but no, it's not going to work.
Oh.
It's not enough. Honestly, he should have just gone for the punch and then left it at that, because it's the Grenadier to go next, so you're going to get the skip turn anyway.
Yeah, and now it's too late because he's on 15 now. The worst possible number to gain an extra turn with.
Yeah, so maybe he's going to chance it on the Grenadier. It's whether or not Metalman decides to kill himself if... Okay, never mind. He's going to just take out the Grenadier with the pistol. That's a better move, I suppose.
I don't think so, because he probably didn't know that, but he didn't realize that, but the Grenadier was out of clusters, so I would have let him do his turn at that point.
But even so, the high explosive, if he can get the full 60, it would be enough. And plus, I just feel like the health difference anyway is too great, because if it's...
How much is Metalman Scout on?
It's still on that 128.
Okay, then in that case, yes. But if Xuio had made him skip that turn, maybe. Yeah. And it is a very decent effort, because again, we said it at the start of the game, Metalman had the way better lineup to start with. And he also went first.
He did, yeah, so he's definitely put up a good fight. That was only 38, so he's got to make the numbers count, but I feel like the distribution of damage here is not going to be enough. If he had anybody else but a paratrooper right now, or even just a paratrooper with jetpacks, I think that's a decent hit, actually. Very nice.
That's very good. That's a very good hit.
And he was saying that he's been terrible with his bazooka shots lately. Come on.
Yeah, that's the first thing he said when he jumped into voice. And I was like, okay.
And then he falls off that. That was
doesn't look like it to me.
Yeah. And that's what he's got to keep doing with no more poison as well. So the gunner is going to live.
He's in a comfortable health advantage, though.
Yeah, but it also means that he's going to have to focus a turn on taking him out, because 19 health is perfect if you've got poison, but if you've got to actually physically kill the pig, you have to use a weapon on him, so... I don't know.
Like... I feel like he should... Xuio should focus the scout now.
Yeah, I would body block jet ski and then try and hit the other guy with the mortar, because that again is a good mortar. If he bounces back, there's potential for a kill here. It will. So 2v1.
2v1, and the problem for Xuio though is, which is why I was saying he should have to focus the scout, is that he gets a guaranteed 40. Meanwhile, the paratrooper, as you could see before, he has to struggle to get a 40.
Yeah, and the crate is just a homing missile as well. So, unfortunately, unless something magical drops from the sky right now.
I mean, something magical can happen when you got the mortar, but...
Yeah.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
He
okay,
doesn't.
Never
it's
mind.
It's a paratrooper. So, with the health difference alone, as long as he can continue to deal that solid 40 damage for the next 2 turns, then...
Yeah, it's a numbers game at this point. But like we said, very well fought by Xuio. Yeah, he definitely didn't have the advantage at the start of the game.
Yeah, it's come down to a 1v1 with your opponent going with the Med and Gren combo to start with. That's decent maneuvers. He's trying to maneuver...
Oh, yeah, but there's a big problem with that, is that you have to watch for the breath, which he does. And again, that's a... I guess he is an OG speedrunner of the game, so he would know these things.
Yeah. But I think if he was a scout right now, that would do him some favors. in running away. Seeing as the mini-map is right there, he just needs to connect with these hits.
Yeah, and also with 45 seconds, running away doesn't really pay off that much.
That's kind of the
it barely does when Iron Fox does it.
Yeah, so... I think with this hit, this should do it for round 1, as long as he can connect on target. Gotta make sure, even if it's the easiest hit in the world, gotta make sure it counts.
Yep, I was gonna say that was a pretty dangerous spot to shoot from.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the chance of hitting the rock in front of you. We've seen it so many times.
If he just had a little less health, he could have gone for a suicide hit.
Or even just a single jetpack. That would really have changed things up a bit.
But it's kind of guaranteed at this point that the jetpack doesn't have a paratrooper doesn't have any jetpacks anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, fair play. He's still very much committed to these head jumps.
And that is one thing that also separates decent players from not decent players, for lack of a better word.
Oh, he's looking to get the extra damage, get the draw. Nope, blasts himself away. So
wow, that was a weird hit, to be honest.
It was, yeah.
I was gonna say, which is to keep going until the very end, because you should do that.
Yeah, it brings him down to 43 health in the end, but it is Metalman to take round 1 as we move ahead to Skullduggery. We've been there too many times, ADB.
Yep, and I'm excited because this was a very fun game.
All to look forward to in round 2.
And we're back for round 2. We're gonna play Skullduggery, so we're going back to the old maps. And Metalman has gotten 2 sappers to start with. A paratrooper and a gunner and a scout. So that's a very interesting lineup for Skullduggery, actually. He's saving the last medic, for map 3. And I don't know the other lineup, so you might as well go read it, Pin.
Yeah, so Xuio's gone for a more... Well, actually, I don't know. He's gone for the double para scout, double sapper. So we see more of the doubling, but we now have a battle here between sappers and paras.
Oh, that gives me Machetino vibes. That
Yeah,
that lineup
with the middle split of the scout as well. Because I'm pretty sure isn't that third player, that third pig, I should say, usually the one that spawns on the island, or is that the fourth?
No, if I remember correctly, the pigs that have a chance to spawn on the island are the 2nd and 4th pig from Port 2.
Okay, so he's gonna potentially have
a sapper there. Yeah, that's a big problem.
That's not good. Well, then again, it could be the para, as you said, the 2nd, so you never know.
Yeah. Let's see. So Xuio will go first. Oh no! Actually, it's Port 1, so it's Metalman to have these there.
Oh, so he's going to have either a sapper or a gunner. So I think the defensive spot could be good for the gunner if he is over there.
True.
I guess we'll see. And this is not the strongest starting point for the para because he's got to make his way over there.
But it's easily doable in 45 seconds.
That's true. I keep forgetting the extra 15.
I know. I'm also trying to remember myself that no, you can't do that. Oh wait, but he's got 45 seconds now.
So much more you can do. We've got so much more room for activities, and that's a decent first hit with the jetpack. If you can get the second, and nudge him into the wall. That's perfect as well with the full 20.
Oh, by the way, we didn't actually talk about the fact that the pig pool, the range of pigs that the players can use for each match, has one less scout now.
Yes, which is very much welcome, I think. After
I was very much in favor of it too, and that means, as a consequence, that you have 2 forced gunners in each match, which is also interesting.
Yeah, I think it certainly varies things up, and in a way, it doesn't. I don't know. It unintentionally mixes things up. You know, removing just the single scout,
and it opens up for different strategies, I guess, because as we saw in the first game, Xuio decided to just throw them into Dusty Ridge, which is an interesting decision. Considering that Skullduggery is also very fit. And also that I know that spawn is very dangerous when hit by a TNT.
Yeah, I tried to move it as close inwards as I could, but there's only so far you can go before you meet another spawn point, so
Yeah.
it is perhaps one of the weaker ones, and unfortunate for player 2, but nevertheless, those jetpacks are really coming in handy just to maneuver.
I guess it kind of balances the fact that player 1 can have these pigs on the island.
Yeah, that's true.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I guess there's a tiny bit of balance, but as far as beginner maps go, Skullduggery was the one that survived the culling of a lot of the maps that we did in the off-season.
I kind of like it. And Xuio is doing quick work of those jetpacks.
Yeah, uses all 3 of them, so already we have a Para with no jetpacks, but a good 25, and gets the lucky spin for even more damage, so that was down to 38 already.
102. That scout is not lucky in Metalman's team when playing against Xuio, apparently.
Yeah, having a rough day so far. The 38 scout, the 39 sapper behind this guy.
It is already the second time in a row that the Metalman scout took 100 more damage in one turn.
Yeah, now we have 2 full health sappers
to deal with. Yeah,
he is the Metalman looking for the shrapnel.
Yes, he is. So it's interesting again. Metalman seemed to. Oh, he hit his own.
Oh, I can't help but laugh because the pigs make me laugh when they do that. But he ends up dealing more damage to his own pig than he did to the sapper in the end. Probably
around that. I mean, oh yeah, because he took both the grenade hit and the quote-unquote rifle hit.
He took
I call it a rifle because it's very much a rifle bullet.
He took the full whack of it, and now we've got an unintentional body block, I guess. A 20.
Yep.
I'd honestly go for the double.
Yeah, but it's a tricky one because the perfect position to throw it in not only has your paratrooper in the middle, but you also risk bunching up your own pigs together.
He just needs to get this to drop in the right place. I think that's maybe
too much. A little more power that would have needed.
Slightly
but
too far to the left.
He does get the second pig, so it's at least something.
Yeah, Sapper's the first to fall. Yahudi takes 10 damage, down to 105 now, and even more water damage, which is I don't know. Xuio's looking pretty comfortable, but if he can get back into this game, Metalman, he's got some potential nudges to make with the jetpacks.
They're dealing blow for blow right now. It is kind of turning into a tamer version of High and Dry, where whoever hits the hardest wins.
Yeah, and they're grouping together as well. If more of that can happen, could be in for even more damage. But not getting lucky with the water. Metalman taking more damage himself than he is to the sapper right now, and he's got to think about positioning. He's
body block and hit somebody.
Yes, he's got to get this on target because there's a chance
That's a very difficult hit, and he does manage not only to hit with a decent 33, but a very good amount of water damage.
Very lucky spin. I was worried for a second that the terrain was going to kind of absorb that hit, but
yeah,
solid work in the end, and there's potential to push this guy. I don't know.
I would go for another one because I don't know. I feel like a full health sapper on this map, he's gonna get in a least good position, if you know what I mean. So there's gonna be a better chance maybe to hit him.
Yeah, that's a good maneuver though, because he's taking away Metalman's ability to poison. Or at least
again, that's a little bit of bunching up though.
Yeah, his secondary escape tactics aren't too clean, as he's now got 3 pigs fairly close together. But it is the gunner, so.
Very good preparation from Metalman here.
Yeah, I wonder if that was what he intended, because not everybody keeps track of the exact spawn location.
I would say in a lineup where your 4th pig is a gunner, it's too specific to be random, in my opinion.
That's a little bit too long. If that was slightly more to the left, that would have been perfect, but.
Like most people would put the gunners in just in last.
Yeah, that's true. But I think we might be in for Xuio kind of.
That is a very good potential.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be kind of dominating on the mainland, and it's going to end up as a 5v1 with the gunner just kind of chilling in the corner. But
this is a crucial turn because I think Metalman's big chance of comeback is this paratrooper.
Ooh, yeah.
Because of the distance between Xuio's pigs. The paratrooper is the one that can bunch them up even more.
Yeah, and the position here for more water damage on himself is perfect for Metalman. He's still trying to put his faith into the shrapnels. I'd honestly just go for the easy TNT damage here with the water.
That is a very good TNT, but I think he's thinking about it. He's realizing that he's basically kind of the same spot he dealt a lot of damage on the scout with. But nope, he goes for it. That's a very...
He hits himself.
What?
I don't know what's going on. Not really sure on that shrapnel. Should have played it safe, and now he's going to have to pay the price.
Yeah, that was a big oof.
Far too little power, and detonates it right in front of his own face. So, I don't know, maybe he's... Yeah,
one thing I was gonna say is that already in the first 2 matches, I'm seeing a lot of quote-unquote advanced techniques. Like we saw Agar going for the water dip after a jetpack that saves time, and I honestly wasn't expecting anyone to like go for shrapnels instead of TNTs, but Metalman is doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the grunts have been taking notes over the pro season, and kind of prepping themselves, and that's overhit again. But the water damage, none this time. Yeah,
I would like to see the bar right now.
Yeah, that would be nice. But I do really like. I really love the fact that we have such small little details that you never really think about while you're playing, because they kind of become, I guess, ingrained in your muscle memory. It's only when you see stuff like this in the Grunt League and seeing people use those techniques, it's nice to see.
Oof, he lost a good chance for bunching up that sapper with this paratrooper.
Yeah,
I guess he just wanted to quick work on them.
Go for the sapper with that jetpack and then hit them both with the TNT, and yeah, now it's like, go for one or the other. I mean, I'd stay body blocked with the other guy, but
yeah, I mean, if it was me, I would just outright. That's another advanced move, so they're not gonna do it. Lower my health to 15.
Yeah.
Because, 33 and poisoned is already a dangerous number.
Yeah, we see another overhit bazooka, so we go from the perfect hits that we saw on Dusty Ridge to some rusty...
You gonna go for a jump?
Yeah,
yep.
Indeed. Quick match.
That is going to be a kill, and it is still a sapper kill, so it's pretty important, because sapper can hit very hard.
Yeah, and Xuio still has all his pigs alive. It's 5v2.
But the gunner's still in on full health here, and I wonder if any of them know, because it may look like this guy is stuck here, but if you jump just right, you take about 20 damage if you take a dip.
Gotta be cautious.
That's the thing that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, that distance is deceivingly long.
That's a water hit.
Oh,
nope.
Just short. That is unlucky. I wonder if any of Xuio's paratroopers if he has a single jetpack left, then
it's already poisoned. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go for the skip turn. If he has a single jetpack left, then he could just go over there and cause havoc rather than trying to hit him from
I
that
guess
distance.
so.
Because where Metalman's gunner is right now is one of the strongest defensive positions, I think, in the entire game,
map,
to be honest.
Yeah, probably. Definitely in the entire competitive map pool. So there's 2 things that Xuio can do now. Prepare a turn so that he can just take a dip, go there, and deal massive damage, which would end the game. Or sacrifice his scout, put him in a very dangerous position, but poison him, and a 5v1, even if the gunner is on full health, would just end it. And again, I am very surprised, because they know that they can dip without taking much damage, and that is probably a winning move.
Yeah, as long as he can plant this in the right spot, but even then, I think just the water damage alone should be enough. You can then just play it safe from a distance and get that quick, easy hit, but that should seal the deal with a 5v1.
You won't even need to worry about where you go, because
exactly.
that sapper would be dead anyway, because he would be hit.
Got a huge supply of pigs, and if this guy makes it back, then
not any more than 20 health, if you ask me. Or no, I think he's dead.
He's definitely dead. So, which means that we are going to go to a round 3 on well. I think that's...
And that's a survival bonus win for Xuio.
It is, yeah. All 5 pigs intact. That's the first game this season that we see all 5
Again,
pigs
I am
alive.
pleasantly surprised by both of their performance. I was sure that not a lot of people knew about the crossing the island thing.
And it was funny that he was doing that while you were talking about it.
Yeah, I know,
It was just the perfect moment of just like, screw it, I'm just going to go there, TNT.
That's why we're commentators, Spin.
Yeah. But we go to well, which I think is one of your favorite maps, no?
I do like it. It's a cursed map because it doesn't get played much, so I'm happy about that.
Fun times. So welcome back, everybody, to round 3. Moving on to well. It all comes down to this for these guys to take their first 3 points in the Grunt League. Metalman will be going with his final med, a Para Sapper Para Gunner. Meanwhile, Xuio will be going with the Med Gren Para Sapper Gunner.
Yeah, so now we are in the reverse situation as the first game. Like, this is what I was telling you about before. Psychologically, it was looking like a win for Metalman already just by looking at the map 1 lineup, but that doesn't make any sense. It's a false thought because now we are on map 3 and Xuio has the better lineup.
He does, but will we see the same kind of plays that Xuio was pulling off in that round 1, but this time flipped for Metalman? I mean, just thinking about well as a map, those paras are going to come in handy. Both players only having the 1. If Metalman is able to get that first turn with the med, then I think... I mean, who do you choose? I guess you...
Actually, I just noticed Xuio has a 3rd gunner because he brought 2 in Dusty Reach.
He does, yeah. Which...
Interesting. I would like to know which piggy he ditched instead of to bring the 3rd gunner. I'm going to check out right away.
He ditched the 3rd scout.
Oh, okay. That is the choice that makes the most sense, honestly.
It does, but it puts a lot of pressure onto that gunner to knock those pigs into these pools of water, because it's surprising when you're trying to... When you go out of your way and you're trying to actually knock pigs from point A into point B, it's significantly difficult compared to if you're just playing the game.
Yeah.
Not really thinking about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the first instinct is, okay, there's poison water here, you don't need a scout. But it's much harder to control the numbers when you're leaving the poison to the water.
Yeah.
And the water does a lot of damage.
Yeah, and we've seen, I do it myself whenever I play on this, is I do normally bring a scout anyway, just to ensure that the poison is there. So then I'm not so focused on trying to knock pigs into the water.
Meanwhile, we saw Metalman go for the kinda MoMA because he couldn't go up there and actually body block the other medic. But on the other hand, this is a very lucky spawn here because his paratrooper is right next to target number 1 of the green team, the Grenadier.
Yeah, and if he can get the... he does technically have some time for another jetpack, but I think the bazooka is... slightly better option, but he just needs to make sure that he does actually overshoot this so that he nudges him back towards the water. That is overhit, but maybe a bit too far.
Yep, he does hit the paratrooper, and that is massive because that gives Xuio the potential to have not 1 but 2 turns of the Grenadier if he plays it well.
Yeah, if Metalman doesn't focus him down, doesn't focus down the Grenadier, I should say, 81 health, and sit comfortably. He kind of needs to position himself somewhere that's kind of quiet and out of the way, but also mixed in with everybody.
That's very hard to do because your number 1 instinct would be as a veteran player to body block the pig that just had his turn, so you can. The enemy has to wait until that pig again to hit your Grenadier, but the paratrooper from Metalman's team is so far away from anyone else that you just gotta get anywhere to hit anybody.
Yeah, and that's maybe not the input he was looking for. It's still okay damage, but for the cluster, pretty weak.
Yeah, and also he undershot it a little bit, and also he got very unlucky with the sign because now it's very hard to throw that pig into the water.
Yeah, you need to carefully plant this. They should have that in the right spot. That looks decent, but whether or not he'll be blocked by the sign is the question. He needs to get away as well.
What? Okay, that was a little bit of lag, and I think I can jump in and tell them then... Oh wait, you don't have rewind. You should set the rewind up in, because it's kind of a necessity for league matches now. Okay, we're back. We did set the rewind up this time, so if any shenanigans happen again, we'll be able to give the guys a fair rewind. But let's go back to the match. Metalman unfortunately hit himself with that TNT due to a little bit of lag, and these things happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a unfortunate mishap on my part, but thankfully Metalman didn't end up taking any poison damage.
Yeah, and the guys don't mind, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. So let's see. Xuio is trying hard to get that medic in the poison water with good reason too, and that I think it should do the trick. Yeah.
So drops him in. His sapper's down to 105, so he took 45 off his own TNT. But I think he just obviously doesn't want to draw attention to that sapper, seeing as how close he is to the water currently, and that's a difficult position for the para here. I mean, I guess he's got the time to...
And he needs to deal with that medic, because his medic is almost dead, so...
Yeah, the more damage he can do here, he's got time for another jetpack.
He can even put them close together, which would be great for Metalman.
Yeah, remove the threat of the lost turn and then put the pressure onto Xuio.
That was perfect.
Who, I will say, throughout this video, I have been pronouncing his name completely wrong, but during the break...
I have too.
During the break...
We did confirm it with him, it is Xuio with a Z, basically, the
Or
pronunciation.
you can just call him Xuio for short, which is a lot easier. But instead...
Ooh, that might be a skip turn, yes! It was on 36!
Gets to 32. But when will the skip turn occur? Next? Not quite.
No.
So there's a chance to remove it, but in doing so, you also risk damaging your own medic from that position.
The only chance I feel is 4 head jumps, which is possible with this
doable,
time.
yeah.
Because yeah, look at that. Oh,
and I think the sign.
Actually, actually, yeah. If you put the TNT in a very specific way, the sign would protect your own medic.
We don't see that very often.
But he's got the time and he's doing it very well. So he's got one more jump to go. Oh no. Okay, there we go. There we go. Very well played by Xuio here.
Yeah.
And he's blocking that sapper, that medic, with a shotgun shot. That should leave him to 8 health.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. And now I feel Xuio has the advantage now, because not only he has the medic, and Metalman doesn't, but the Grenadier is still alive.
That is a key factor, as we mentioned. He's comfortably at the moment. He's just stood there, but completely invisible, it seems to Metalman, because he's just chilling on 81 health. But I guess the medic
this is the crucial turn. This is a crucial turn because Metalman needs to kill his own medic and also deal a decent amount of damage to this to the green medic.
Yeah, well, he was looking at just nudging him in the water. You can potentially bank on killing the med and the extra...
That is going to be a kill.
Yeah, the extra explosion, but will
does it reach? Yes, it does! With a flame that we didn't even see, but that was enough.
It was like 1 pixel of fire, but it was enough to fry his medic.
And he also kind of shoved himself away from the poison water. That was a brilliant turn by Metalman.
So it's a constant flipping of the coin between these two, and the gunners are now approaching the water side for more crazy flame damage, but I think he's... Is that a comfortable distance away? I think it is, just because of the height.
Yeah. He won't take a lot of damage in the water if he goes for that. I feel like I would go for the bazooka at this point.
Yeah, or to continue with the mortars.
Yep.
It has certainly been ups and downs for Xuio with his heavy weapons. Like, that is just too short. Only the 16.
Yeah. And that is another crucial turn, because
really where
I think the Grenadier is next on Xuio's team, so Metalman needs to deal with him now.
Hit him for the two jetpacks for the 40. Hit him again with a full, or at least
is he on 80
bazooka. He's on 81. So
okay.
Just keep dealing those 20s. He's got 25 seconds to do it.
It's certainly doable. You can even go for one jetpack, one head jump, and for a 40.
Yeah, just within the range of 36 to 40.
It is certainly it is certainly safer to do this, and now he's got 10 seconds to drop down and fire a bazooka that could potentially decide this game.
It's getting close. 5 seconds.
You gotta get the weapon away. That's just enough. And he does get it away!
Is it too much, though? It's too much! It's far too much!
Yes! But still, it is way better than having him have another turn. So, very well played.
Very, very true. And we now come down to it's a 4v2 now.
It's a 4v2, and Xuio lost his 2 most valuable pigs in just 2 moves.
So now he's going to bank on this guy dropping in the water, which I think that might be a bit too far. It doesn't stick with the body block either.
No, I think he's... Okay, doesn't hit him. I think he's just enough. He's...
Yeah.
I always underestimate the range of the TNT. Actually, I was going to confirm you this, because 50 Meth, I played with him the other day. It's another one of the participants of a Grunt League.
He's in Group B, I think, or is he in C?
He's in Group B. He told me that he feels like the TNT has more knockback in the US version, and I think that's not correct, but I wanted to just confirm it with you.
I haven't tested that myself, actually, but I wouldn't be surprised, just because of the differences that we've seen between US and...
Hold on, we have a TNT.
And that's too short.
Okay.
If he did that slightly more to the right, there was maybe a possibility, but... Yeah,
with the bounce. I hope you appreciated the reference to the 2021 final, by the way.
I did, yeah. All the memories. Look at where we are now. Insane. But this is the, I guess, the perfect position now for Xu, even though he... I wonder if that... Oh, maybe it was his intention to overhit it, or maybe just get... I guess either or would have done him nicely, but this looks like a decent hit.
Oh, there was a chance for a skip turn there, but just gets him too much.
A solid flamethrower work from both players.
Yep, yeah.
That drops it down to a 3v2. One more jetpack here for the...
Oh, he's going away?
Interesting. I guess.
Oh no, 3v3. There's a. Oh no, that's not a scout.
Yeah, no, it's still 3v2, but he is full health, so.
It's very tight right now.
Yeah, very close. He's going to get a little bit of damage on his own pig.
Yeah, in fact, I would have gone for the other pig.
Yeah, I mean, he's right next to the... He's asking to be nudged into the poison water, but...
Yeah.
I think he heard.
Oh, he's just saving him for... Maybe a cattle prod would be perfect here, I feel.
Maybe not.
Not that.
Yeah, I guess he was just kind of...
Yeah.
There it is. There's the...
I swear the players cannot hear us, so...
Just have the same kind of level of thinking. Is that enough for the bounce? No!
No!
No poison.
Even just a dip would have been important here.
Yeah,
but
no,
nope.
he needs to kind of have this constant upkeep of damage here with the sapper, because the gunner can only do so much, especially with those kind of up and down mortar shots. So the TNTs are going to come in handy here. He's looking for the grouping, but one of these pigs is going to take their turn next, so it doesn't really matter.
As much as I sound as a TV show, as a game show host when I say that, I would like to see a bar again.
Show me the bar! Still waiting. I think this guy...
There we go!
There it is. He's all out of jetpacks. Or is he? No, the other guy's all out of jetpacks. Does this guy have any more?
Does this guy have one?
He's full health as well, so no.
No, he doesn't. So maybe there's still a chance for Xuio.
Well, the health difference here is certainly going to be crucial, and if
quite
the poison,
big, yeah.
If the poison comes into play as well, that is going to be not the best.
Oh yeah, they're both on 130.
Is it too far? It's too far again. He's nudged him on the other side. Constant back and forth. And this.
How much is this guy on? 55. Yeah. That's a bit hard for Xuio to come back from this.
Unless he can pull off a Angurio-style mortar hit.
If he can get a kill here, maybe with a couple of lucky shrapnels, he could claw it back, but...
No, only the 27.
Only 27, yeah.
Makes more work for himself, and I think Metalman can just quite comfortably take out the heavy hit.
Oh, by the way, I laughed yesterday when Iron Fox said comfortably, too. because he was probably referencing you.
I did not hear it. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say Metalman is in that spot where you just need to constantly deal safe damage to the enemy and you will win the game. Even though he's pretty much out of supplies. He's got 2 paratroopers with no jetpacks, and that sapper is also out of TNTs, as much as it matters because he's on 28. And he's not getting lucky with the poison water.
No, that sign coming in handy once again, so that sapper can be killed with 1 hit, which is what he's looking for. But again, the positioning here is not really something he's thinking about. Both paras on full health as well.
Yeah, like I said, the only way he can get this back is if he gets a couple of crazy shrapnels even.
Disgusting.
Oh yeah, and also body block. That is also. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but
that's
as
a good
we've
idea.
seen for about 4 different turns now, the chances of overhitting this are quite strong.
That is a very good turn if that paratrooper isn't next.
I think he might just drop in here. Yeah, gets him dead, almost dead center. That's going to be
Talk about a
huge amount of
perfect
damage.
TNT.
Yeah, down to 42, so potential there for if he can
And
get...
now the game is suddenly on again because this guy can only hit the gunner.
But I'm curious now where he positions this. Where he positions his paratrooper. Think about the flamethrower. I think he's just far out.
I think he's already used it.
Oh yeah, there's only one. My brain is on.
Oh, that's self-damage. That's self-damage.
Just enough, but that. What's that going to knock him down to? It's 15.
All of a sudden, Metalman is not looking so good anymore. He's got this one guy on 130, but maybe a lucky shrapnel can turn it around. It would be amazing comeback, to be honest.
I would take out the grenade launcher and try and nudge the para closer to. No, sorry, nudge the sapper close to his para so that when he.
Oh, again, he's doing this.
Yeah, the head jumps. It's definitely possible. But I think he definitely needs to finish off by killing.
How much is he on?
Killing the sapper. He was on 17, so he has to do another, I think, 3 head jumps.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because he's not next, so he can even finish it the next turn. But the important thing here is that he needs to body block correctly.
I think that's enough. Yeah. So he now just needs to take out the other guy. I'd honestly go for the grenade launcher. That's much easier, but just needs to roll it. There we go. That's a beautiful use of all 45 seconds. And also...
Okay, so... now... Metalman's paratrooper needs to get a double hit, both on the sapper and on his own. Otherwise, he really risks losing this game.
I think, considering he's all out of jetpacks, it should be a simple, just kind of plunking it.
I would honestly, just for the safety and the importance of the turn, go for the shotgun. The machine gun.
Yeah.
But that was a very good move indeed.
Yeah. So that skip could have made a world of difference for Zu, but when he's down to 42 health against a full health para, it's gonna come down to the shrapnels. It has to.
Okay, so here's the thing: if he stays, he's out. If he had stayed up there, he could have had one more turn to try it, but he's coming down, so Metalman can just do 2 head jumps and a 40, and it means it comes down to this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say he would have needed to have dealt at least 90 there, but. Like you said, it should be simple with 40 seconds on the clock to deal those 2 head jumps and take the 3 points. But as we've seen time and time again, I'm going to hold my breath until that shot is taken.
Even more when it comes to Grunt League, because... not to say these are bad players, but of course, mistakes tend to be... more frequent in Grunt League, but it doesn't seem like this is the case.
Yeah, gotta make sure. Always aim down. Don't do a mash aim. Don't aim up. Just aim straight down.
He's got blimp phobia now for that.
Don't blame him. But that means that Metalman takes it 2-1 in this feisty British encounter.
Yeah. Round of applause for both players. Very well played.
Group A is off to a flyer. 3 rounds, 3 great games, and I suspect that Zu will definitely be taking at least 3 points in these group stages, despite this early setback in this game 1. But big thank you, of course, to ADB for joining me. Your final thoughts?
Yeah, I had never seen these two play. competitive, so I didn't know what to expect. But I can say, in the best possible way, that their performances were better than I was expecting.
Yes, very, very much so, and we hope to see more, especially of those, as we mentioned during this match, those tiny little techniques that a lot of the grunts have been picking up from the Pro League. But stay tuned for plenty more matches this week, in week 1, plenty more to come, and we'll catch you later for the next one.
See ya!